have the what's that? The shops. Giant One and Columbia Hospital. So the location goes without saying is an awesome location. So the moment somebody walks into this development, remember I said to all of you that a lot of times the buyers already come with, some of them already come with the intention to buy. Can you all take note of that? That's you are aware of what I'm saying? You've been using that Kung Fu? So when people walk in, what do you tell them? So you hear what Nessa said, right? Nessa said when a buyer walks in here, she takes them straight to the chart, show them the best-selling stack, and then ask them whether they want 2-room or 3-room, and then after that they say let's book a unit. That's all. Okay, can go over it. No, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it for an event. Why? Because at the event, I mentioned, so I think this is a reminder again. At every event, I want to remind all of you that don't waste time doing a 1-hour presentation, half-an-hour presentation. It's not going to help you. Many people who took the time away from their normal routine, away from their shopping, spending time with the children at the park, or stuff like this, they would already, some of them, I won't say all of them, but many of them, the fact that they are here tells you that they are open to the possibility of buying. Yes or no?
Yes.
They are open. They say to one another, husband and wife, they say, let's go and have a look at this project called Atwater. Now, if they are not interested or they are not considering buying a property or investing in a property, they are not considering the possibility of buying something. They won't say to one another out of the blue and say, oh, let's go and see this property. No, most of the time they are already thinking of buying something or investing in something. Will you get a few people that may not be really looking to buy something? Possible. But that also means majority of them are open to buying something. They are open to investing in something. You must always remember this, especially when somebody walks into your showroom. It's not for fun. Unless they are agents. Come and do spot check. Unless they are agents, come and do market research. But otherwise, if they are not, and if they are potential buyers and investors, they won't bother to dress up on a weekend, cut their lunchtime short, adjust their time around coming to the showroom. You guys got to put that inside your head. That's really the most important thing. If you forget this thing, you walk, everybody walk in, and you think that you're going to try to sell to them. And you overdo it. Do you know what I'm talking about? You think that you're going to try to create a need for them to buy something, which may not necessarily be. So if you understand that during an event, most of the people come with the intention to buy, then it makes your job a lot easier. And then when these people come with the intention to buy, they are thinking to themselves, could this be the property that we want? Could this be an investment for us? They are talking to each other on the way here. Hello? Husband and wives are talking to each other for about half an hour, 20 minutes, asking each other, maybe this is the right property for us. Let's go and have a look. Could this be the right property for us? Maybe this is a wonderful property. This could be what we are looking for. They are talking to each other like that. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Right? And by the time they reach here, and then what do they see? Especially during an event? Crowd. They see crowd. They see a lot of cars lining up to come in. So when they see crowd and then they see queue, and they see people lining up to come in, immediately, what do you think the unconscious might say to them? Nessa? Wow! This must be good! So as they were driving down here, and they were talking to each other, darling, wow, maybe this is a level 大 checkbook, Oh, do you remember the checkbook? Oh yeah, I brought the checkbook. Oh yeah. Hello? Right? Don't forget this and then later don't look so kanchong, don't look so excited. They are reminding each other, they are talking about the whole thing as they are coming here, but without knowing it, they are discussing about buying a property. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then when they reach here, then they see the crowd. Wow, oh no, so many people. What shall we do? Oh yeah, all the best you did gone already, Lord. That's why psychology is very important. It's very important for you to understand the psychology of your buyers. And then when you understand, it makes your job a lot easier. The moment they come in here, actually, honestly speaking, they are really right for the slaughter. Really. And remember what I say, when the buyers come here and they are selling to one another, they are talking, this could be the one, this could be our dream home. Then after that, you turn it into a nightmare. You talk until they from Gengang Lanua become Singapore. Hello? Now you have to recognize some of you talk until people can fall asleep one. So sometimes you don't talk is better. Unless you have gone for my training and learn how to make people fall in love. Otherwise, you make people fall out of love. You put people to sleep. So to avoid putting people to sleep, when a buyer walks into the show gallery, greet them, and I think I don't need to share about the location with you. The fact that you're here tells me that you are a man of tremendous foresight. Very clever, good. Are you with me? Straight away I say that you are a man of tremendous foresight, and then they feel good about themselves because I just praised them. And then they have foresight, they agree. Yes, this is a good location. I have foresight. And then later don't buy, they have no foresight. Are you with me or not? Yes. I say you are a man of tremendous foresight. The fact that you are here, I don't need to tell you about the location. The fact that you are here tells me that you are a man of tremendous foresight. But even though he don't know, I still maybe add a bit of salt, add a bit of pepper. You know that this is just how many meters from Jaya one, and then Greenview restaurant, and then Columbia Hospital. That's why you're here. Right? Very clever, very clever. Right? Anyway, over here, Atwater, we have the 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartment. We even have the duplex one. Of course, the best selling is the duplex. I'm sure you want to know. Right? Come. Straight away, I bring them to the here. So from there, I don't even talk much. No, I don't want to try to sell because sometimes you cannot sell. Some of you don't know Kung Fu one. Sorry to say this, but it's a fact, right? People like Nessa now have learned Kung Fu already. People like Hilmi Akmal. What is Hilmi? Hilmi didn't come up. Oh. What? Okay, never mind. So I will come to this board. No need to talk so much. While I greet them and I said, the fact that you're here tells me you know this location very well. No need to say much. I believe you know. And then I am adding to the hype, H-Y-P-E, hype sells. Right? Of course, later on, if you have to do a presentation, let's where I'll touch on the presentation part. Okay? If you really no choice. And they say, no, I still need to look around. Okay, no choice. But at least I try. So I take it over here. As you can see, the best are the double volume one. And the truth is, right, you prefer higher floor or lower floor? It's the buyer. Ken, you prefer higher floor or lower floor? Higher floor. The truth is, the higher floor one only like these 2 units. Right? It's either 9 or 8. Both also nice number. If given a choice, let oil fart or let go. Okay, then there's only 1 unit. Let's book this now. Otherwise, by the time I show you around, habis. No more. That's it. Done deal. Now, you see, if you guys don't know how to do a presentation like that, there are a lot of units available. And the buyer's mind is always thinking, oh, never mind, so many choices. Later I go back and slowly think. You can't possibly sell off the 40% by today. No, I can't sell off 40% by today. But I can sell off one unit of the best by today. Maybe by the next 5 minutes. That's why a lot of people don't buy on the spot, because you don't know how to show them that there's only one unit left. Hello? Are you all with me now?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Then got other, what do you think? What about other unit? Other unit? Have. But this is better. 你睇就知啦 all gone already. All the double volume one. 1338 or 1328. Either one of these. Which one you prefer? 3. Okay. Your man to my come, sit down. And then I sit down straight away. I make him book. That is a presentation you must do when there's hype, when there's event. If you don't know how to do this kind of presentation, you lose out. Next up, can you tell me how many times you do this kind of presentation? Huh? After you learn from me, you try your level best to apply this. So all the time when a buyer come in during an event, you will apply this.
Let's see the chart. There's too many crowd there, then I will avoid. If it's available, then I will still do that.
If the crowd is what?
Let's say the other agencies are using the chart, right? Then I will try not to do a client.
Why?
Because it's crowded,
Crowded good, ma.
Yeah. So I will be talking, I will show you the.
Oh, you want to show a little bit first,
A
huh?
little bit first, I will tell them to see there are so many of them looking at the chart.
In fact, if it's crowded, I will bring them there.
Because
Really?
if the
Yeah, I'll say, see, so many of them looking at it. Yeah, you try, you do that, okay? So you have experienced people where the moment they step in, you use the hype, point out to the best unit available and they bought?
Yes. Yeah.
So how long was your presentation?
Less than half an hour.
Huh? Still got half an hour to do this presentation.
No, I mean, you need to close the documentation until.
Oh, plus documentation, half an hour lah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Picking the unit is very fast because when they see everything is taken.
So were you surprised the first time when you tell the buyer to book and then they say okay? Were you surprised?
Very.
Then after you feel shocked? You see, there's no coincidence one. When I see Nessa closing regularly, right? After the training. When I see Hilmi closing even more after the training. It's all about application. If you apply what I teach you, you will get the result. If you don't apply, you won't get the result. If you don't eat, you can't shit one. Do you understand? Right? If you don't drink, you won't pee. But if you don't apply, you won't get the result. It's all cause and effect. Huh, Lily? True or not? Right? So at the end of the day, now let's say if somebody say, okay, I don't want the duplex one. Then how? I just want the smallest unit. I'm looking for a small 2-bedroom unit. Maybe because they think about their budget lah. 500,000, right? Whatever. Okay? So, what would you recommend them? Again, you go to the unit with the least available one. So you prefer high floor or low floor? Oh, high floor. Only one. Take. Because if look, a lot of people looking. No. I will whisper. A lot of people are looking now. You see all these people? They're looking now. So yeah, let me say louder. I imagine I'm whispering now. Look at all these people. They are looking at the unit. Look. Okay. Come. And then ask them to book. If you go to do your whole presentation, sit down, show them type A, type B, type C, type D, all the best to you. Are you with me or not?
Yes.
You go through that process, after that they say, wow, you got your length, wow, that was so nice, wow, that was so nice, I don't know what to do, let me go back and think about it. Are you with me?
Yes.
Actually, I don't feel like teaching you anything else, you know. Because I teach you all too much, after that you all start to get brain fog, all jam. But this thing you must apply, no? CJ, today in the afternoon, after to practice this. Meet there, shake hand, man of tremendous foresight. Our 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, I'm a 4-bedroom.
No.
Our 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom is this price, from this price to this price, result. What are you looking at? 2-bedroom, good, come. And then practice closing straight. Practice this one for the event. When it's not an event, one buyer walk in slowly, one at a time. There isn't this height. You can slowly do your presentation. Do you understand now? And then especially when it comes to joint marketing, even worse. By the time you talk, other agency close the unit. You talk, finish, other agency close the unit. I share with you the experience I had, you know, where I helped one agency called ERA to go and compete with Propnex, and ERA was down by a lot of units. They appointed me as their consultant to help them overtake Propnex and defeat them. Then when I was at the launch, I see the ERA agent, in fact not just ERA agent, everybody,咁緊張, you know, it's the first day of launch, you know, newly open, no, thousands of people come, no, and they can talk until the mosquito fall asleep. So what I did was I went around the gallery, fully crowded, and just went one by one to those ERA agents' table and said, have you chosen a unit? I just walked in. I asked the client, I said, have you chosen a unit? He is very nice. He wants to share everything with you. But when it's over, when he's finished, he don't have anything to buy. Then the buyer look at the agent. Like, ha. Then the agent look at me and look at the buyer. And then I tell the agent, what are you looking at? 2-bedroom. Then while I'm with the buyer, while I'm still standing at the bar, I tell the agent, go and check what's available now. Check, came back, this unit, I say you better book now, or you'll be gone. You may not even have another 5 minutes before this unit is taken. Then the buyer, okay. I go to the next table, and the next table, and the next table. 1 hour I close 10 units, just by doing this. Are you all with me or not? Yes. So what is the logic behind this? Number one, as I said, people come here with the intention to buy. There are some people who come here already made up their mind to buy. You can talk them out of buying what you know. So it's safer, don't talk. Are you with me? So that's number one. Second, there's this hype. Well, remember I was telling you, as they are driving towards the gallery, they are already conditioning themselves. This could be the one. This could be the one. They are talking about this. They are even asking one another, did you remember to bring the checkbook? Hello? They may be talking about this. Never mind, maybe you can use credit card. They are talking to one another like that. Are you all with me or not? True or false? Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Psychology is very important. You need to understand their frame of mind when they come. And then when they come here, they see the crowd. Then what do they say to themselves mentally? What do they say to themselves?
I should buy now.
This must be good. This must be good. Then when they step in, you confirm through your action, through your wayang, that this is good. And you say you're a man of tremendous foresight. I think I don't need to tell you much about the location. 你都知道呢個係 fantastic location. Isn't that true? That's why I say you're a man of tremendous foresight, you know. But then if I just want to be sure, you know, Jaya is here. I think most Malaysians know lah. I'm Singaporean, I also know this location. Are you all with me now? Then they say, yeah, true. Then fighty. Create the hype. Come. Let's hurry. Why? Because not many units left, the blue ones. Then you bring them here. See, right? If you are looking for a 2-bedroom, is it 2-bedroom? You got 2-bedroom? If you are looking for a 2-bedroom, I highly recommend this. As you can see, of all the units of the duplex, only 4 units left. But of all the 4, can I ask you, you prefer higher or lower floor? Higher. Then there's only 1 left. The highest is only 1 left. Fadi law. Let's book this now. Look, everybody's looking. I take you, I go and shoot, I walk you around. 我哋行到個電梯冇咗。Okay. And then go there and fill booking form. Straight away say, and then you straight away announce 33 單錯。10 minutes close deal. Make sense, huh?
Makes sense.
What makes sense, huh? What do you think the typical agents do? This, they will go in, hello, come let me show you around. Okay, office block, swimming pool. I never see office block before. I never see swimming pool before. Not important. The important is a lot of people buy. That's why you buy. The demand is very strong. Okay, so can y'all do that or not? Can y'all do that or not? Sure or not? Okay, I'll give you 1 round of practice. Everybody start there. Come here. Within 5 minutes, close deal. Okay, go. Practice now.